Kala, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahusha, Bashem, Ha, Chodash, and the bonus to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and peace and meditation that I am doing this work, and truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. All right, and I want to do this lesson, all right, this review, all right, on the movie, uh, the book of Clarence. Okay, a few brothers, have done a video. Our brothers in GMS have done videos, going into the movie, and I was gonna go into the brothers' videos, but as soon as I heard, the brother said it was good to watch, I immediately stopped watching brothers' videos and tried to check the movie out, you know. But this Book of Clarence, it ain't what the trailers had first depicted. How it was just a bunch of tomfoolery, and a bunch of jokes and shit. And as somebody said in that one comment, that it was the Friday of biblical movies. It was some serious moments in the movie, you know, and it did shine a light, okay, on the truthfulness of the scriptures, man. Because a dummy, a Christian, which are some of the dumbest people on the planet Earth, they'll jump up and say that this is blasphemy, okay, or this is taken out of context, a bunch of damn lies, when the imagery that was portrayed in a movie was correct, for the most part. It depicted the Jews of the Bible to be the so-called Negroes, all right, of today. And shit, everybody had beards on their face. You know, you still had some of the modern hairstyles on there, which are off. But for the most part, Jake had beards on their face, and Esau was in rulership and in authority, as the Romans, and Jake even called them centurions, in the movie, and this is a movie that Esau is gonna hate, even though Esau always make shit with blasphemy and just you know bullshit and fictional characters and you know coming up against the Most High, all right, and true doctrine, you know. But he's really gonna hate this movie, and you sick and minded Jakes that are diehard Christians, you gonna hate this movie. This dude, Caleb, man, not Caleb, man. This dude, K Dub, man. This dude, the Christian K Dub, the bug out. This dude did a whole video doing a review on the movie. All right, and this dude ain't even seen the damn movie. Showing you how bugged out these Christians are, man. And in a Christian mind, you can't watch certain movies. Okay, if it's rated R, if it show some sexual shit in there, that bro, Christians are weird, man. Christians are weird and they tacky. Okay, and don't go according to the scriptures. As much as they talk about the Bible, they never open it up. Okay, and they never go into it. You see, you had James McAvoy as a Pontius Pilate. Which they left. If that was supposed to be Pontius Pilate, which I didn't even recognize in a movie that they were trying to make that to be Pontius Pilate, they never really went into any of the things that Pontius, had said, according to the scriptures, and they rarely even brought out any scriptures in the movie. The most important part was that they showed that Yahweh was a so-called Negro, and the Israelites, for the most part, were Negroes. You know, so-called African Americans, so-called blacks. All right. It had some parts where Pontius was seen as um, trying to be reasonable, in the judgment with Yahushua, but it wasn't canon, you know, according to the scriptures as it went down, It didn't show his wife having a dream or none of that, you know. It pretty much just did a flash shot of everything, trying to just throw everything into the movie, But it was some spiritual parts in the movie, you know, and it was a decent film. But Jake did kind of rush it. Some of the action scenes were kind of low ranking and all that shit. But for the most part, the movie got the point across. And Salaki. And best believe, it's gonna be some really, really terrible reviews, on this movie. Guaranteed, man, guaranteed. There's gonna be some terrible reviews on this movie because Esau hates seeing the truth, and he hates seeing Jake in rulership and Jake being, who they truly are. And spoiler alert. Okay, spoiler alert. All right, this dude right here, man, Doctor Strange, man. Okay, um, where you at, man? The guy that played Doctor Strange, the dude at the top right, man, he was a beggar, in the whole movie. And the so-called, Jesus character they had, they healed him, which he was all dusty and dirty and shit, you know, and gave him all kind of riches. And what he did was clean himself up and cleaned himself up as an Edomite, and because everybody was Jake, man, everybody was Jake, okay, and that was all Jews. They all looked like Negroes, and they had cleaned up the Doctor Strange character, man. They cleaned this nigga up, and this nigga had long, flowing hair, just like the Jesus depiction. Okay, the Edomite Jesus, and man, soon as this nigga stepped off the table, and I seen that he had that sash over his shoulder, man. I was like, they about to put this nigga up as Jesus, man. And sure enough, as soon as that nigga got off the table, looking like a Edomite, a clean Edomite, man, the Judite woman went fucking crazy in the movie, man, and started calling him Jesus, And the one woman that knew Clarence in the movie that he was trying to get with, she was like, "Y'all ain't never even seen Jesus before," but they was like, "Oh no, that's Jesus right there. I could just tell." And then so Esau went walking through the fucking street from being fucking homeless, man, and just started throwing out money and shit, started started throwing money to people, throwing money to Jake, and Jake started worshiping him, man, and put him up as Jesus, you know. And even when it was time for Clarence to get up on the on the cross, uh, you had that fake Jesus. He was put on the cross, man. The Doctor Strange character, he was he was put on the cross, and yeah, see, they got the this is how it was, man. Before the iconoclasm, that's how Jake was on the walls and shit, and then all the artwork, during the time of the Dark Ages, before Esau came and blotted everything out. But it showed Jake painting that picture, man, of Esau on the cross, man, and that became the image of the Messiah right there, how they had it in the movie. He sent that paint the picture right there, but he didn't paint the picture of Clarence, being on the cross. That Jake painted the picture of the Edomite being on the cross. So it showed the brainwashing, you know, um, of our people, right then and there, and this movie gonna go over Jake Head, just how um they clone Tyrone went over Jake's head. This movie wasn't made for Jake. As much as these artists and these creators and these directors, act like they trying to push this out to Jake and do something different and all that shit. Even when you hear him talk about the movie, the only good point that they made was that they knew that it had to be black people back in those times, you know, all right, in that era, okay, and that's all they can let on. That's even if they did know more. Esau not gonna allow them to speak on that. And the whole purpose of the movie was, I mean, the whole them speaking on the movie. This dude, Lakeith Stanfield, and the other guy that's the executive producer. Their whole thing was, well, this movie ain't about Jesus. This movie ain't uh, about God. You know, because to them, it's not. It's for them to make a buck. It's for them to try to be different, to try to be deep, to try to be so-called intellectuals. When all these guys are sellouts. All these dudes in this movie that's standing here, they all sellouts, man. They done sold they soul. In Hollywood, man. This dude right here, Lakeith Stanfield, man. He's a really, you could tell, man. That dude is a troubled dude. And all the roles he played, he's a bug out. He real quiet, standoffish and shit, and just weird. He done been uh, put up in um, women's apparel and shit like that. So although the Most High is using them to spread the truth, you know, and to put a true depiction out there of the men of the Lord, these dudes are wicked. At the end of the day, even this chick Tiana Taylor, okay, I don't even remember her being that light skinned, man. Maybe it's me, but I don't remember her being that bright. That's why when I seen her in the movie, I was like, is that fucking Tiana Taylor? But I don't remember her as being that light skinned, man. Yeah, man. It's a good watch for brothers. You can be able to do a multitude of lessons on it. I just want to do a quick response, um, just right now, and then I'll go in depth, Lord willing, on some more parts of the film, you know. But yeah, this shit gonna get Esau mad. Christians gonna be mad as hell, you know. And it just goes to show that those strongholds are being thrown down, Um, the strongholds of Esau being the savior, Esau being the one that's chosen by the Most High. All that BS is being thrown down, and all the truth is taking a stage, man. Shit like Cat Williams said in this little interview. 2024 is the year of truth. We seeing that. We seeing a lot of things being unveiled. A lot of things coming to light. And a lot of people are about to start coming into this truth. With questions. And ready to get active and learn. All right, but that's all I had. I pray this lesson was edifying. Call all Yabashim Shabashim Kakadash, the bonus of the apostles, the great millstone of peace, citation, Akim news work, the true sincerity, and folk on the earth. Shalom.